What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Academy Fitness Camp. So I'm back out of the creek bed. Today's like one of those outdoor days, outside days. And if you're wondering why I'm in like selfie mode holding this phone, I broke my little tripod. So I'm doing it this way for the time being. So one thing that I wanted to cover, if you guys want to know about creatine monohydrate, this is something like I thought I knew about, and I kind of had an idea. Like, it helps your muscles, like creatine. Take creatine. You hear that all the time, like especially dudes that are like lifters and stuff like that. They're like, oh yeah, I take creatine. So it's one of those things that you hear about a lot, and you kind of get like it builds muscle. Yeah, we get it. It builds muscle, but what does it really do? I kind of didn't understand what it actually did for a long time, and somebody mentioned to me that, yeah, you might want to cycle your creatine. And if you guys don't know what that means like take it for a period of time and then come off of it and then get back on it. Okay, and the reason why you want to cycle is so that your body doesn't get immune to something and then it is ineffective, right? And that's, at least myself, what I usually associate that with is steroids, right? You want to cycle steroids because the negative effects over some time, they might harm you, so you cycle them, and there's a lot more that goes into that. But to me, immediately, I'm like, I'm good. If I got to cycle it, I'm good. I'm cool. I don't even want to touch it, you know? But learning more about creatine and what it actually is and what it actually does, it kind of put me at ease about what it is. So let me tell you guys what I learned about today. And I had my little notes down here, things that I wrote down. So all this information that I got, it all comes from healthline.com or lifeextension.com, and it's all information that was either edited by a PhD or a doctor or written by that. You know what I mean? So it's all backed up by research. It's all backed up by actual factual stuff. I'm not just pulling things out of my hat, just making things up, okay? Because like I said, this is something I was worried about. So I want to make sure I give good information, put good information out there, okay? So first of all, creatine monohydrate, what it does is it enhances the energy production in the cells inside your body, okay? So the most basic form of energy in a cell is a molecule called ATP, and I'll try to pronounce it. Adenosine triphosphate, okay? That's ATP. Okay, so what ATP does is it gives your body the energy that it needs, especially when you're working out and you're doing like rigorous training, things like that. The ATP in your cells is what gives you energy, provides energy to your muscles, to your whole system, so that you can do those things, okay? What creatine does is creatine helps replenish the ATP in your cells, okay? So with more creatine in your body, the quicker the ATP is going to recover, and the more you can do. The more energy you can produce to lift heavier weight, lift more weight, run a little bit faster, push a little bit harder, right? So that's what creatine does. And that, at the end of all that, is going to promote muscle growth and strength increase and things like that. Right now, when we talk about muscle growth, this is more geared towards those fast twitch muscle fibers, right? Fast twitch muscle fibers. So this is not really going to be used a whole lot for, like, let's say, long distance running. You know, the creatine is not really going to help that endurance side of things. It's going to help that lifting right here, right now. Those fast twitch muscle fibers, the sprinting, the deadlifting, the bench pressing, things like that, right? Plyometrics, stuff like that. It's going to help that. Okay, so that is going to increase muscle growth. Now, as well as muscle growth, creatine is going to have a lot of different benefits that I didn't know about. So let me read this thing really quick. First of all, over 70% of people taking creatine showed positive results. So the vast majority of people are going to see some kind of positive result from taking creatine, okay? And as of February 5th, 2020, a research showed that there were no negative effects found. 0 negative effects, okay? 0 negative effects. Research has also shown that it can help with inflammation, brain function, and lowering blood sugar, and increasing in your memory, and helping prevent fatty liver disease, and a whole bunch of other things that you wouldn't even think of. Like, why, at least in my world, this stuff is not advertised like this. I don't know why. I don't know why not. Now, people still do say that you should cycle creatine. Some people say you should not. And if you look on the internet, it's kind of 50-50. As far as research goes, everything that I've seen that shows like a researched response is there are zero documented negative effects from taking creatine continuously. Zero. None. So a lot of people argue, like, why even cycle it? Why do you need to cycle it? Some people say you should cycle it just because of what I said earlier. If your body gets used to the amount of creatine that you're providing it, then maybe it'll get used to it and blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing. Creatine is a natural, it's a naturally occurring supplement, right? Our body already contains creatine. When we take more, we're just helping it. We're adding more. We're boosting it a little bit, right? But creatine is found in red meats. It's found in protein. It's found in a lot of things. It's found in our body already. It's a natural thing. It's not something that's foreign to what's already inside of our body, and our body is going to have to adjust to the amount. From what I was able to find, as far as researched information, because that's what I tried to stick to, that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. So I don't know. At least the information that I found, it kind of put me at ease as far as something that you have to cycle, and I'm kind of weird like that about things that I want to put inside of my body. I'd rather just get the results naturally with a little bit of protein help and a little bit of, I try to stick to the most natural things. Caffeine, you can argue whether that's natural or not, but I do take pre-workout. So other than that, I'm not really going to touch a lot of the extra stuff. I kind of just make it about the work, and I'll live with the results, whatever they are. Of course, I want to get bigger. Of course, I want to get stronger. Of course, I want to get faster. I want to get all that stuff leaner, all that stuff. Yeah, but I want to do it the right way. So if you're like me and you are worried about creatine, or maybe you just didn't know anything about creatine, well, here you go. There's all the information that I found. Kind of want to make sure I didn't leave anything else out, but no, that's it. That's it. At the end of the day, creatine gives muscles more energy, and this leads to changes in your body on a molecular level that increases muscle gain and strength gain. And whether or not you want to cycle this is completely up to you. You can go 4 weeks on, 1 week off. You can go 3 months on and 1 month off. A lot of people recommend it differently. I don't know. You're gonna have to make your own call on that one, right? But like I said, researched information, zero negative effects over time. Whether or not you're working out, this is gonna help your body, is what I'm kind of getting from all this information. So let me know if that helped you guys out. Hopefully it's good information. Hopefully it helps you. Hopefully it puts you at ease. Hopefully, I'm gonna start using this stuff again. So I'll kind of keep you guys in the loop as far as if I feel anything good or bad or whatever. But get in those comments, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, share the information, follow the Instagram, like the Facebook page, all that stuff. Thank you guys.